So right off the bat, James Cameron, man, this guy is out of nowhere for not doing stuff for such a long time, except for Avatars.
Hmm.
So he's already announced that he's going to be working on a Terminator project here soon. We know he's currently working on Avatar with Fire and Ash, I believe. But also he's bought ownership to a couple of books about Hiroshima, and he is to direct a Hiroshima survivor movie, and he's going to do that in between the two Avatar movies. He's going to squeeze that in between those two.
Good
Hmm.
Lord.
So yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It being him and it being a kind of a history movie or whatever, because I think this is kind of like based on true events that happened.
Yeah, it
So
is.
yeah, so like I think it's gonna be great. I'm excited to see this and get some more detail on what this complete storyline is.
Yeah, so it's going to be called Last Train from Hiroshima.
Hmm.
And he bought, like you said, the Ghosts of Hiroshima book, as well
Yep.
as rights to the fourth book that doesn't come out
Yep.
until August of 25. So this film is supposed to focus on the part of the story where a Japanese man during World War II, who survived the atomic blast from Hiroshima,
Right.
who got on a plane to Nagasaki and then survived that nuclear explosion.
Ooh.
So,
Damn.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mm,
like, I love this story like so much
yeah.
and the history that all goes into it. So I would love to see this.
I hope
And
it's one of those that he sticks really, really strict to the books, like
yeah.
to do them service, to do the author and to do this man, his story service. Like I,
Mhm.
I really hope they stick strict to it because if he does too, I think it's gonna be so much more well received from fans, anyways.
Yeah. It's supposed to drop on, oh gosh, I can't remember, the 80th anniversary,
Hmm,
80th year anniversary of the bomb
really?
dropping is when the book is supposed to at least release. I think it's 80 years. I could
Hmm.
be completely wrong. Does 80 sound right? 80 sounds right, right?
Yeah,
I
it
don't know.
sounds. I think it sounds right.
Anyway.
Because that would be that,
um
that that would be in the early '40s, right? That when that happened. So
I
Yeah.
am
yeah,
terrible with time. I'm
yeah.
terrible with time.
I'm
I
gonna say
cannot remember my own
I
age.
could be wrong on
Yeah.
the year, but let's just say it's 1942. So that would be 82 years.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, cool. Might have been 80, 85 years. I thought it was a whole 80. I don't know.
There-
Anyway,
there's
um this is a thing that James Cameron is working on.
Mhm.
But it's kind of like on the back burner, but still very much in his mindset because he wants to do it between the two Avatar movies, like you were saying.
Yeah. And so next thing on the list we have is my man Oscar Isaac.
Hey.
So I wanted to see him back on screen next. Would have been another rendition of Moon Knight. Another story of Moon Knight. But we'll settle for now. He's actually being Victor Frankenstein, and this is the first leaked image that has popped up
Hmm.
of him as Victor Frankenstein, and I'm loving it. Like, dude's got a whole vibe going on. Like,
Yeah.
I am here for it. And this is going to release in 2025, and it's actually not coming to theaters. It's releasing on Netflix.
Yes. It's going straight to Netflix. It is a Guillermo del Toro directed
Hey.
movie, so we
Yep.
already know it's gonna be
Okay.
wild. So it's Christopher Waltz's character as like
Mhm.
a doctor. Kind of looks like Patronus is how I wrote it, but he tracks down Frankenstein's monster, who believed that he had died in the fire 40 years ago, in order for Dr. Victor Frankenstein to actually continue with his experiments. But this is not to be confused with a movie called The Bride, which is also a
Right.
Frankenstein movie releasing in 2025.
Coming
Um,
to theaters, though.
but that one is coming to theaters. It is a Maggie Gyllenhaal. God,
Yeah, Gyllenhaal.
Gyllenhaal. There we go, Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
It's she's directing it,
Okay.
and Christian Bale is supposed to be the monster. Um, Jake, her brother, is supposed to be in it, as well as
Mm.
Penelope Cruz. So very top of the line, like
Cast.
cast on that, as well as this one. So we're gonna have two Frankenstein movies coming out in 2025, both in the later years of or the later months of 2025. So exciting.
They
Spooky
both got great
season.
casts, so like
Oh
I'm here for
yeah.
both of them.
Yeah.
And like we've talked about it, I think last week, but and we have Wolfman coming out. And the person doing Wolfman's the people that did Invisible Man, and man, I hope we start getting a collective, or maybe slowly getting a collective rebuilt newer MonsterVerse.
Oh,
Like that's what
monster movies.
yeah,
Yes.
I would love
Mhm.
for them to start doing that. And I think that's what Universe is trying to give another. I think this is what they're trying to give another run at
Mhm.
after Tom Cruise kind of let them down after the Mummy movie. So, oh, let's
Why did you
see.
bring that up?
I know. So next thing we're going to talk about is a movie that us three all have watched in this past week. Stars James McAvoy, and it's Speak No Evil. And let
Hey.
me tell you, if you have not seen this, go see this.
It's
Don't
a
wait for it.
Bloomhouse.
Yeah, it's not streamed yet, or like don't wait for it to go to streaming. Go to theaters to see it. I promise you, it's great. Like the cast is great. Like every
Mhm.
bit of the cast members are great. The
All 8
pacing,
of them.
yeah, for real. The pacing I feel like is perfect.
Mhm.
Like there's getting rave reviews of people loving it. There's some people who are saying that they think it takes too long. Like the pacing's a little slow to get to the story. I don't. I think it's great. James McAvoy. I don't know if he just is randomly getting jacked or if he's getting jacked for a movie we don't know he's doing.
That
But
man is fit.
this man has put on so much muscle than we've ever seen in his career. Like,
His
yeah,
leg muscles were just like,
dude,
doom, doom.
his traps, like everything, like dude's pretty intimidating. Like,
Can
and
you
for
imagine like looking at him as like Professor X and then now
like
seeing him
that,
as this? Like
yeah,
you're the same person?
like him shave his head now, and we get a Jack Professor X.
Yeah, it's like, how did you go from Charles Xavier to Mark Kane? It's like, damn, dude, you're
Yeah.
Juggernaut now. What?
Because he was pretty slender when he played Professor X. He's always been kind of a smaller,
Yeah.
slender build, like in shape but slender build.
Mhm.
But dude is. I'm not saying he's taking steroids, but dude is roided.
Massive.
Let me tell you.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
And like you come across him as a serial killer, as a psycho killer. Like, well, I guess you could call him a serial killer if you wanted to.
Mhm.
But anyways, like, yeah, I would not want to come across this character that he plays in this. But
Mm-mm.
man,
Mm-mm.
like the everything about this movie I thought was great. So let y'all talk about y'all's views on it.
There was like one thing that like AD and I, because we are owners of Teslas, we were like, ain't no way this car has that much charge. Ain't no way. That was the one thing that I was just like, fucking bullshit. But other than that, like I really did enjoy it. If you guys haven't seen it, definitely recommend it. If you like James McAvoy as
Mm,
Patricia and his personality
mm.
in Split, you are going to love this movie. Go see it.
It's James McAvoy never disappoints. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I've never seen anything James McAvoy's in, and I'm like, that wasn't that great. Like the man is such a great versatile actor.
Mm.
Yeah, he is. Like, dude, he has so much range, and I honestly feel like he might be getting typecasted because he's always a psycho in every movie. But he's such a damn good psycho. Like, he
Yeah.
plays a extreme narcissist in this movie, where it's just
Mm.
like makes you let your guard down. He's just like the most charming man in the fucking world, and he's just like, oh, I mean, if he tells me to do something, I guess I'll listen to him.
Yeah.
And he just puts the main cast in like a little tight spot. It's like,
Mm.
damn, man. When I was looking at it, I knew I was looking at James McAvoy, but the way that he sold that shit is just like, damn, what happened to James McAvoy? Because
Mm.
it's just like he's not in this movie.
Right.
It's like,
Yeah. You
Yeah.
see AD in the comments just straight up like, yeah, this is facts.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
great
I,
range.
I'm ready to see him in another movie. Like this kind of re-sparked like loving. Like I've loved Split. Oh my god! Like out of that whole series, I love Split. But after
Mm.
seeing this, I'm like, man, I'm ready to see this man a few more movies because he really hasn't. If I could be wrong, but I don't think he's been anything recently. Like for a
Um,
minute.
I don't know.
But Deontay, you said this is probably your new favorite thriller, didn't you say?
yeah, my new favorite thriller. And because of this movie, like James McAvoy has solidified his spot in my top 10 actors, at least of
Oh
this generation. He bodied that shit.
yeah, I agree. I can in this generation, I would have to say I could put him in my top 10 for real.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a role you could really give this guy and him not play it. Like he could pull off almost anything. Did y'all ever watch him when he played Victor Frankenstein as well in that Frankenstein movie?
I have not.
what
Yeah.
Frankenstein movie? No, maybe.
So I think it's called Victor Frankenstein. He plays Victor Frankenstein in oh shoot, Harry Potter. What's his name?
Daniel
Daniel
Radcliffe?
Radcliffe?
Daniel Radcliffe plays Igor.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
no, he wasn't It too.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, yeah,
And I love the new It's like.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready for the what is coming out on
Welcome to
Max.
Derry.
Yeah, Welcome to
Oh,
Derry.
So
yeah,
excited.
yeah,
It's a series coming out on Max. Is that right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The Pennywise origins.
Yeah.
Oh,
Also, also like y'all know how I kind of feel about this saga. I'm not crazy about it, but it's movies and there's a lot of fan base out there.
sure
But
there is.
Vin Diesel teases the final installment. Thank God. To the Fast Saga, teasing that Paul Walker's Brian will return.
Nobody
Uh,
believes, first of all, that this is the end.
uh,
Second of all, why are they bringing?
well, his character never died in the movies, and I think
No,
it's
they just split ways.
yeah. Well, I think this truly will be the last installment. Uh, I think they've probably got enough jokes and maybe hate at how long and far off base they're going. You know, if they don't do this, they may do a crossover with Fast and Furious versus the Avengers next. But just
They
because
went
like
to Nostalgia, man.
all of the crazy stuff that they're pulling off now is like so unrealistic from what it originally started out to be.
Oh man.
But yeah, I think this really will be the last installment because they are going to probably do like a digital rendition of of Paul Walker since he's unfortunately passed away.
Mhm.
And to kind of finish that filming, they used his brother and then CGI Paul Walker's face on it. So it wouldn't
Oh.
surprise me if that's what they do this time, honestly. And
Well,
they
now that
finally
comment makes sense. I
Man.
was just like, I don't know.
yeah,
Don't
and
know.
they'll finally cap it off. I wonder how wild and absurd this is going to be. But yeah, Vin Diesel I think made a tweet or an Instagram post talking about how
Mhm.
this is going to be a hard one. I think because Paul Walker's character is going to be in it and how close him and Paul Walker really were in real life.
Yeah,
One thing you can't deny is how close they were in real life and the great friendship that they had. So
yeah.
regardless how you feel about the movies, this will have to be I bet a hard one for all of these cast film.
Yeah, my advice was to just leave the dead alone. But if that's what y'all want to do for the big finale, then I can't complain.
Well, Paul Walker's brother and his family, and stuff, and his kids and his wife still alive, and I'm sure this is probably something they've all approved, and it's probably going to be a final great in memorial of him, in his acting career. So, but speaking of movies coming to Netflix from earlier, Bad Boys Ride or Die will be on Netflix in October.
Hell yeah.
I love this movie. I like to me. There's never been a Bad Boys movie, and that's one of those movies that started out so long ago. And
Yeah.
they've made a couple of newer ones. And God, Martin Lawrence and Will Smith, like their team up is dynamic. I'm ready to see that on Netflix because what me and you went to go see it, didn't we, Deontay,
Yeah.
in theaters? And God, we laughed so freaking hard.
Well, something I'll watch for the first time when it comes out because I never watched it.
Oh,
The whole franchise, or
No, just the last one.
oh,
okay.
okay, the
No,
last one. Okay.
it's definitely worth watching. You'll laugh. You'll laugh all the
Yeah.
way through it.
Okay. Oh.
Speaking, I need Nasty Mike.
Nasty Mike. Hey,
Oh my God.
hurricanes can't fuck your family.
Right. So speaking of Netflix, Hot Ones, which we all love here at Fundamentals. We talk about Hot Ones all the time, and we keep joking around that we're going to do a parody of our own Hot Ones one day. But it's on YouTube.
It's gonna be
It's
cold.
well known.
Cold
But
twos.
yeah, Netflix has actually approached them about bringing Hot Ones as a streaming series on Netflix.
Yeah. A
So
live stream. Yeah.
yeah, kudos to them. Congratulations. Like it's great to see people starting out on YouTube and to get, the recognizing that they deserve and to have someone like Netflix approach them to put them on their streaming service. So
Yeah, because
Yeah.
this thing has been out since 2015, and they have
mm,
been like a solid, like Hot Ones has been like a solid,
mm,
like constantly like putting out episodes and doing everything, even with like COVID and everything, like
right.
still doing it. So it's cool to see that like that Netflix approached them. What
Mm.
I think is weird is that they're gonna try to do like a live audience with it.
Huh. Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I think that part is a little bit weird, but I would be for them just
I
like
think,
kind of like taping it and throwing it onto Netflix, kind of like
yeah.
a season, and then go from there.
I think it'll work. There's gonna be people pay to go see it. So
Oh no, 100%. I
There-
would
there-
go see
there's
that.
more. Oh yeah. And for anybody out there that doesn't know what Hot Ones is, what's the guy's name? Do you
Sean
out there?
Evans.
Yep. So he actually sits with celebrities, music artists, a lot of people that are famous, and they pretty much sit through and they go through some crazy hot sauces on wings. And while they're going through these, eating these wings with hot sauces, he's just pretty much questioning them and talking to them about their life and their career, and maybe what they're currently working on or whatever.
Mhm.
But it's such a fun series to watch. If you haven't watched it, go check them out on YouTube. It's definitely worth the watch.
Yeah,
Idris
they're some of
Elba's
the
one is
best
really
hot
funny.
sauces in the game too. Like I always order from them monthly, and then I get
Oh, you
try
get
some
the
of their
boxes?
latest. Yeah, I got some
Okay.
for my uncle's birthday too, and he absolutely loved your sauces.
Nice.
Nice.
Some of them really will mess you up though, so be
Really?
very careful.
So I want some. I've never tried any of their sauces. I did not know you did that. So
yeah, you put
well,
them on
I
the
got
wings, baby.
I got a bag of wings that need to be smoked on my smoker. So here soon, if you want to come over, we can smoke those dudes and use some of
Bring
that
them
hot sauce.
sauces, yeah. Do a
Yeah.
little dab.
Now,
AD.
AD said that we were gonna do the cold ones, and that we're gonna their finale is dry ice dipped in liquid nitrogen. It's
Huh.
yeah, it's but you can't eat that.
No.
That is like super dangerous, and you will die. So
Oof. Imagine
maybe we just freeze things
Yeah.
instead of eating things.
Yeah.
I don't want to eat anything that's hot, and I will
Lose your
regret it the
entire
next
mouth.
day.
Yeah,
Well,
let's
no,
say,
my mouth, I'm fine. Like, my mouth can be on fire. That's fine. It's my butthole that I'm concerned about. I'm sorry.
Oh Lord. Yeah, because here's the thing. Sometimes you can drink milk, to help the burning in your mouth. There's other things you can try. I mean, when the butthole's on fire, the butthole's on fire.
Yeah.
Unless you're just like running a gallon of milk down it or something.
Oh, hey,
Yeah.
hey,
You
all
gotta
right.
let it take its course, man. Just let it take its course.
You just sit there and hurt. Oh.
Oh, put a little hair on your chest, like when you take a shot of Rumple Mix or something.
Oh.
Yeah. Woo.
So, speaking also of Netflix, did you guys see that they have a Netflix and Chills 2024?
Yes.
So, so the chills part is like Halloween. So kind of like how Hulu does their Huluween, I think, or something like that. Netflix is gonna have their own, where they're gonna have already like the scary things that are already on there, kind of like The Haunting of Hill House and other like scary things like that from Mike Flanagan. But something that I did see that they're actually gonna come out with, they have like an entire list. So if you guys haven't seen it, like make sure you go check it out. But one of the things that I saw that was like pretty interesting was that they're gonna have a Jurassic World Chaos Theory season 2 coming out on October 17th. So they had season 1 already come out on like May of 2024. So it was like a quick release.
I've not seen that.
Yeah, it's animated. So it's not anime, but it's animated, if that makes sense. But it looks interesting. They had like a 5-season something or another that came out before. Yes, The Fall of the House of Usher is amazing, and I hope that they have that in the Netflix and Chills, because yes, it's a good scary series.
I still need to watch that. That's still on my list to watch.
Bruh, Mike Flanagan, get on it.
He is the GOAT.
Yeah. But like this is like a new it's not new, but it's like it's a continuation of a series that is going to be coming out to Netflix for this Netflix of Chills.
Nice. Heck yeah. I'm here for it. Like I love October. I love Halloween. Yes. And I think we're all fans here of scary and horror movies. So
yes,
that's a fact.
Can't agree.
Anytime Blumhouse puts out anything, we get pretty excited.
Yes. Here is my money. Take it.
Right.
Wait till you see my costume for this year.
Oh.
Are you going to give us a little teaser, or are you going to leave us wondering, or
something really intimidating is coming?
Okay.
He's going to be the Terrifier.
Worse than one Art the Clown, 2 of them.
So the last thing that's of Netflix, there's like one other thing that we're going to be covering in this section, but of Netflix specifically, there is a Geek Week 2024. So it's kind of like a con-ish, but not really. It's Netflix, everything kind of Netflix, whereas their movies, their games, their TV shows, everything that like Netflix covers. It's happening right now until the 19th, so Thursday.
Mhm.
There's a couple of things that were like on a poster that they're gonna talk about. So like Arcane season 2, you have your One Piece season 2, Bridgerton season 4. I think they already had like some images come out for. Yeah, you were Bridgerton over here.
So I will
Yeah.
be straight up with you, and I will say this. I will say this unashamedly.
It's your guilty pleasure.
I finally watched Bridgerton probably a couple months ago. I watched the first season, and I turned it on just to give it a shot. I did not imagine getting addicted to it. I ended up like losing sleep watching the whole first
Oh,
season, binging it. Yeah,
Damn.
it's
well,
good. I
Yeah.
I may get made fun of, I may get hate in the comments, but like it's good. I like it.
I tried to get into it. My friend Shelby, we were in Korea together, and like we had a girls' day, and she had me over, and we did brunch in Bridgerton. Um,
Okay.
I could not get into Bridgerton, but I was there for the brunch, because that's who I am.
Mm.
But my guilty pleasure from Netflix, something that I literally just finished yesterday, and how I found out about this Geek Week actually, um, is Emily in Paris.
I've never heard that.
Oh,
It
they advertise it a lot.
it's with Lily Collins, so
Okay.
Philip Collins' daughter.
Mhm.
She was in Snow White. If you ever saw the musical Mirror Mirror, I think is what it's called, or something
Okay.
like that. But she is Emily. And season 4 just finished. They had the rest of because they split up the season 4 into 2 parts. So they had the second part of season 4 come out on the 12th of September.
Right.
So I finally finished that, and when I like went to go watch the last episode, it said, "Hey, we got renewed for season 5." So season 5 of Emily in Paris, or I guess possibly now a different name. Not really sure because of the ending of season 4, but I don't really want to say much
No
more about
spoil.
that to spoil it. But season 5 has officially been renewed for Emily in Paris, so I'm
Okay.
excited for that. That's my guilty pleasure. It's super corny, but I love it. It's
Okay.
simple.
Nothing wrong with
I
that.
had no idea that was Phil Collins' daughter. That was
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, she can sing too. She's got some chops on her.
Whoa.
It's a good thing because, like, can you imagine being Phil Collins' kid and not being able to sing? Oh,
Oh man.
yeah.
You can sing me to sleep every night, Dad. Come
Right. Yeah.
on.
I'm a huge Phil Collins fan, so
Me too.
Can you imagine being M. Night Shyamalan's daughter and actually doing something good? Sorry. Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. Burn.
Hmm. And what was that was a result in was the movie Trap. If you haven't seen it, don't.
Don't do it.
Oh,
So the Transformers 1 new trailer dropped this morning. And it looks really great. The reviews have been super great, and there's like a part in the trailer where like Optimus Prime and Megatron are kind of like sitting on a couch, and they just kind of like have this like nervous chuckle because like someone makes like a dad joke or whatever, and they're just like and I was just like, oh man, I felt that like in my soul.
Jeez.
and Chris Hemsworth's playing Optimus Prime, right?
I don't know. I don't
think he
even know
is.
like the
Yep.
names.
Chris
of, like,
Hemsworth,
the
I believe, is
actors.
playing Optimus Prime's voice in this. I'm
That's
ready to
great.
see this. Like, I've seen like so many great reviews and people talking about the early screenings. Like, they're saying it's great.
Yeah.
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 And speaking of Transformers, today is September 17th, which is like, I believe it was the 28-year birthday for Transformers, the
Okay.
animated
Oh.
series. So
Okay.
happy birthday,
Okay.
Transformers.
Happy birthday for sure.
Yeah.
I did
Oh,
not know
yeah.
that.
I mean, Transformers 1 comes out on the 20th, so this weekend, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Damn.
Man, there's so much coming out between now and the end of October. Like,
There's
so
something
much.
like there's something for every month that's like coming out. So
I'm gonna go broke. So, I'm gonna spend a lot of
We're
money.
going to have to start hitting a lot more Tuesdays.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah.
So don't break the bank on all these movies coming out.